Welcome to another week of Internet Championship Fighting. Uh, I love it. I love that intro. So, Mike, we got a pretty good card here tonight.
Absolutely, we do. And
And you
starting
know
from
what?
the
I think,
bottom,
yeah, starting from the bottom, we got the featured prelim. We got the GOAT, Hax Holloway, facing our boy, Lassie Christensen. Your Tarkov other half.
Lassie Christensen, a very interesting pick here. He has lost his last 34 fights straight in the ICF. Legitimately, one of the worst players in history. Lassie Christensen is still level 1, if that tells you anything about his skill level here tonight.
Dude, he's so bad at this game that when he completes a fight, they take away XP.
Absolutely, he cannot get out of Division 1 level 1. It is elo hell for Lassie Christensen here. But he is facing the perfect opponent for his skill level. Haxbullah, the greatest of all time, Holloway. And this is a name that it's household at this point. Like Clay Guida, only 20 men in the entire world can beat him.
And you know what? Only 10 men can beat Hax Holloway. That's how. He is twice as good as Clay Guida.
That should tell
Like,
you something. And
yeah,
half his
10
age.
people. There's like what, 7 billion people on the planet? Like, yo, that's pretty good ratio.
That is a very good ratio. Hax statistically could kill almost every person on the planet with this record.
Oh, absolutely.
Except for these 10 people. And I have the pleasure of being one of those 10.
Yeah, but it got real close. But you know what else is real close? Is going to be the fight between Dennis O'Malley and Jake Paul. Because frankly, man, I'm looking forward to this very first defense of the sex title from Dennis O'Malley.
And Dennis has been a great champion there so far. Unfortunately, myself and Kelvin are not going to be able to commentate that fight, I should say. We do have a
Sadly not.
colleague we're going to use to test some new blood in the booth for the sex
Oh.
championship. And maybe this will be a recurring thing.
Now, frankly, man, that fight should be pretty good.
That should be a great fight. You know, flying knees all around. But going up
Oh, yeah.
next, someone familiar here.
Oh, yes. This is my special gift to the people. Your king is on this card.
Versus
For the
John
record,
Cage.
versus John Cage, our second bout. Now, those of you who are very keen watchers of the prelims will know that I have previously fought John Cage, and it didn't go so well for me. I knocked him down like twice in the first round, like once in the second, and then he got an armbar. So I'm here to kill him once and for all.
Here to kill him once and for all. That should be an amazing fight as well. We know unorthodox striking is going to come out of both men. And then moving up, on a fight that was just added here because some people could not get their fights done on time. Thunder versus Jose. This one was such a banger that it had to be added to this card. It had to be booked fight number 1, unfortunately, over our King's very own fight with John Cage.
Hey, you know what, man? I think that's fair. You got number 2 and number 6 in the light division right there. And one banger of a fight. Two just absolute vets of the ICF. I mean, these guys have been here for a long time. You know, Thunder having the very first, and I like to say only, no contest in ICF history. And Jose, the current Muay Thai champ. And every time he's gotten right close to the title, it's just been yanked away from him. So let's see how he does tonight, because this is going to be a fun fight.
And see we shall. That's going to be an amazing fight, I can tell. And looking up from that, our very own Chip TM versus I'm a Hooker. The most undefeated light prospect that you can have.
Oh, now, Mike, Mr. Weed Man. You don't need to admit you're a man of the night here.
I am. I mean, of course I'd admit it anyway. But looking
Yeah,
here, think about it, Kelvin.
I love the difference in records. I mean, just like look at Chip, 13-3. Those three guys, you got two to Charles Bronson and one to Debo Albu. I mean, like all killers. 13 wins. Very first ICF born and bred guy to make it to the ESFL. Facing relatively new guy, and I'm a hooker. Oh, I guess I'm a hooker too now then. Man, he gets me every time. But he has only had 3 fights in the ICF. He's undefeated, something that Chip can no longer say. This should be interesting. It's the epitome of experience versus young blood.
And we're going to see if I'm a hooker can capture the title. And above that, our main event of the evening, Oni J, the long-awaited match. It was supposed to be between Jiri and Oni, but now it's Daniel v. Oni.
Yes, because Jiri, sadly, or maybe not so sadly, depending on some people, depending on who you ask. Yeah, he left, putting our main events in jeopardy, but you know what? FOI is always there. We're here to steal the show, and we sent our boy Daniel Madeiros in there. So we could save the main event and get a banger because these guys have been itching for each other. Oni lost to Daniel Madeiros back in the first Xbox Heavy tournament, and he's just been begging for him ever since.
Absolutely, and begging for him is the exact right term. And these are going to be great fights, but let's just get straight into the first one. Haxbullah, the GOAT Maluwe, ranked number 15 in the Xbox Heavy Division. The ultimate contender versus Lassie, Isopist, Christensen.
And rolling into this first fight, you did a lovely recap of our two boys in this fight. So you know what, man? I gotta ask you, who are you calling for the win?
Now, Hax is a level 200. And he has won some very close fights. He almost beat Jiri, so I don't
That's true.
expect
You know what? He did
a
beat
lot.
Jiri.
He did in
In their
spirit.
first fight, he did beat Jiri.
I'm not expecting Lassie to... Oh my god, and
Oh, straight into it.
he faked the glove touch. There's
what a
no
lack of
respect.
from Lassie. He wants to get the 1 in his 1-34 record. He doesn't want to go 0-35.
Well, there was a lot of bad talk here, bad blood in this lead up. I know both men said that they would kill each other's families at one point,
Oh boy.
and it got very serious. But we see here, oh my god, look at Lassie. He's leveled up here.
Yeah, he's just wrestling Hacks to the ground. What is going on?
Now,
Dude, the chicken tattoo is giving him like a 30% increase in power. He's going for the armbar.
And he didn't get it. What? This isn't even laggy. Both of these men are definitely from the same area. This is the weirdest fight Hax has ever been in. And
Dude, Hacks is getting just Habib'd by him right now.
who would have thought this 5'7" Lassie Christensen is ragdolling Hax around the cage?
Like, what is going on here?
Wow.
Dude, Lassie might get his first win.
And
We
0
can't
and
count
34.
Hacks out. We don't want to. If he can get it back, standing Hacks has a distinct advantage. But so far, he has had no answer for Lassie Christensen's wrestling.
Oh,
He just answered it as I said it.
and Hax gets up.
Oh, he wants nothing. Oh, Offense can go for a takedown there too.
Oh my god. Whoa.
Oh, dude.
Oh! Lassie is showing some crazy moves out here.
Oh, that was so close, dude. That beautiful flying knee. Holy shit, and now he's taking the back and he's just dragging him back to the ground.
He's pulling him down. Oh no, Hax needs to get out of this. And what's worse is this isn't even a laggy fight.
This might be Hax's best connection to any opponent. Oh, good combo. He's starting to answer a little bit.
Oh!
Oh, another knockdown. Going
Oh,
for the
no.
finish.
No! Lassie gets his first win by knockout. He breaks his 34 loss streak, and he's spamming thanks.
Oh, make
Level
sure to
1.
send something to his Gmail. You see it right there in his stomach, because this boy has just become 1 in 34. Dude, this is the era of Lassie.
1 in 34. Lassie is now going to go on a belt run. It is called now.
Lassie is going to be ICF champ by the end of the year. No kizzy.
What a
100%.
resurgence. Almost as good as Derek Brunson.
Man, he dominated that fight from start to finish. I mean, damn.
Well, I did not expect that. That wasn't in the
I
cards.
did I. Dude, I was going into it thinking, all right, this is going to be a fun fight. It's going to be knockdowns on either side. Hax is going to lag his way to victory like he usually does. But one, he didn't have a single lag spike in there, so good for him. And two, just, he couldn't do anything. He couldn't get up. He had that one side control reversal, but
That was it. And he just. I think there was only 2 punches landed by Hax the whole fight.
yeah, I mean, it was well placed, but you needed more.
That's crazy.
Dude,
Wow.
I'm still picturing Lassie's flying knee. I mean, this boy, he just soared through the air like a majestic orca and just
Gmail tattoo on the stomach. And that knee
chicken
goes
on the back.
straight into Hax's forehead. What a crazy fight. And wow. I don't know what else to say about that.
Dude, me either. This is setting the pace for the card. I mean, Dennis and Jake have something to like live up to in that. I mean, that's a hard fight to follow.
Absolutely. And Dennis and Jake will follow that up. But now we're going to jump ahead to the next fight. King Zero Calvin versus John Cage. This one, a certified banger, and we won't spend too much time talking about it since the king himself is in the booth.
Haha, yes, sir. Royalty is here at the present. And you know what? What better way to cement my reign than beating John Cage on a main card? So I hope y'all are ready for this fight, because I went in there with the intention to kill this man.
And ready we are. We're going to see whether John Cage dies or King Calvin meets his end.
Alright, so this is the brand new premiere of Kelvin Out of the Monastery. The monks have taught him everything they can, and now he is embracing his Anglo-Saxon. I mean, frankly, look at his magnificent.
And who else to face against other than your other rival commissioner? Someone from the Great Isles himself. Jonathan Cage.
We're battling for who is more Anglo-Saxon than the other. Me, an American, or an actual British man.
And both men with that Wonder Boy stance. Ooh.
Dude, it's goated. Yeah, and we come out, we swing and bang, man. This is how we fight. It's just fun. It's just pressure constantly. Gas tank always empty. It's the best way to fight.
Both of you just barely missing on each other right there at the end.
Yeah, he's got some... Ooh. Yes, sir, you gotta watch out for that hook.
And he loves fighting out of southpaw as well. That is one of his biggest strengths.
Yeah, a lot of guys who fight, like, primarily southpaw are kind of hard to figure out, because it's just a slight difference, and that just makes you a little bit, like, slower to react.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was sad at that moment, man.
Oh, I bet. Oh, and look at him. You got him on the ground now.
And there we
Oh,
go, a nice point takedown. You see, wet blanket? Nah, we point grapple here, baby. But he had a beautiful hook right there, as you can see. I mean, we're just catching each other on these crazy hits.
absolutely you are. Both men. And John Cage is a little content to walk it back.
Yeah, he's definitely not afraid to give up a little ground to get a better, like, position.
Oh, not at all. But look here. That spinning elbow was working there. Very competitive first round so far.
Yeah, dude, this was a fun round. Like, just, this is a blood pumping, adrenaline filled round.
Ooh.
It was fun.
And John is
And
going
like,
for those hooks primarily.
yeah, dude, it feels like at any moment this fight could end.
Looking at those karate straight.
Yeah, dude, Wonder Boy's stance might be one of the best ones to put on a calf.
Ooh.
I mean, Dillashaw's is a good one as well. But you know what? You just can't get over that karate straight and those roundhouses.
It becomes such an invaluable tool.
You know what else is an invaluable tool?
What's that?
John Cage's distance management, because he's doing it wonderfully in this fight. I'm whiffing on a lot of my kicks and punches here.
And that's mainly because Jonathan Cage knows that his character is just a little bit longer than yours. Ooh.
Yeah, Kelvin's a bit on the short side.
Unfortunately so, but that's what makes him Kelvin. You don't see too
Man,
many created fighters that aren't in the 6 feet or higher. Ooh, and
and
a
look at
nice
that.
sprawl.
Look at that takedown. Man, I reached deep within myself, and the Lord showed me I needed to sprawl on that dude's ass.
And sprawl on him you did. John Cage is not one to usually get sprawled on. But you know he's going to be going in for that grappling soon.
Yeah, but he's definitely stepped up his stand-up game since our last fight, man. I mean, every fight, this dude's getting better and better
Uh,
at throwing those flying knees, just managing his distance.
And I definitely believe that's due to John Cage willing to experiment and finding out what he likes. He tried out wrestler for a while. It didn't work out the best. It didn't have the best hands. And now he's back to a jiu-jitsu build.
Yeah, because, I mean, man, Jiu-Jitsu Vanguard is a pretty good one. Even Jiu-Jitsu Shark has got some decent hands on.
And some might not know this, but Shark is actually the counter to Vanguard.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
And,
look at that. I switched stance here, and then I switched right back. Yeah, I was trying to hit him with a side kick.
ooh,
Ooh, hoo, hoo.
ooh.
Oh, look at that uppercut. Blood is in the air, man. And when I smell it, you just gotta press forward. You gotta keep going.
Oh. Each one of these strikes is just seconds away from putting these men out. Oh! And a big flying knee.
Yeah, dude, those flying knees from the clinch there, they can catch you off guard. And look at that takedown. He
Turning
couldn't deny
takedown
me.
straight into it.
Oh!
Into the GNP. But that gets him that half guard. Oh, and he might go for a Kimura. He goes for back sitting and gets denied hard.
Haha, yes, sir. Man, I focused a lot on my grappling in the monastery, so you know what? Getting me to the ground, it's a bit more of a risk now. You know, I'm pretty good at keeping the top, as you saw right there.
And that's something that you definitely have worked on heavily. And John
Yeah, that
Cage
flying
obviously
knee.
worked his striking a
Yeah, I mean,
crazy
he hit me
amount.
with two beautiful flying knees there. I think he clinched the round, to be honest.
And going into the second, we're now going to see how you deal with this adversity of being around down.
You know, I always say that Mama didn't raise no pansy, so I just started round two the same way I started round one. High intensity and just going for the kill. Trying to eat away at his leg.
If only I was there for you in your training camp, I could have told you that.
Oh, a little audio
Ooh.
error there, but you know, beautiful leg check.
Ooh, and he's going for the takedown.
And he turned on me. It's a shame.
It does tend to happen. Sometimes men will just go for the takedown and complete the turn right at the end. That's something that John definitely drilled for this.
Yeah, and he was beating my head into the canvas right there, man.
Oh.
This is exactly where I didn't want to be, though. With him, I did not want to be on the bottom.
But now
But then
you're
I
back
took
on the
top,
top.
so...
And the rubber guard comes. Uh-oh.
Yep.
And now a watcher. Who could
Oh,
this be?
little cheeky
Oh,
watcher there, getting the omoplata finish.
the Oni Plata.
The Oni Plata.
Oh no.
It's a shame. I'm doing my best. I'm getting around. My triggers aren't the best, but they do their
Whoa.
hardest.
And this is such a close one. It looks like you're getting out.
Dude,
But the
I'm getting
deeper
out.
it gets, the worse. Oh no. And all it takes is just a little bit. And that's just how it is, unfortunately.
Yep, and look at that. He
Ooh,
snaps
he
my arm
breaks
a second
Calvin's arm.
time.
Oh.
In our first fight, he broke my arm, and I went to the monastery. In our second fight, he broke my arm, and I left the monastery. It has come full circle.
Was that the same arm?
I think it was. This dude targeted my weekend arm.
He targeted the
Just,
weakened arm for the omoplata. And got a finish. Oh my god.
oh, look at that.
Oh.
Oh,
And the
just
ref can't
snapping.
believe there. We thought there would come a tap, but there was no tap from King Calvin.
A king never taps out. I will be dead before I tap out to a submission, and that is a guarantee.
An absolute guarantee. And what a fight. Oh my
Man, yeah, that was a
god.
fun one. I mean, a classic, Kelvin Cage fight. We throw against each other in the first round.
And it
Second
ends by armbar.
second round, I start getting a little bit of an advantage. He takes me down, and then he just taps me out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the story.
That it is, but I'm sure there will be a third fight in the future.
Oh, I think I've earned one. He has snapped one of my arms twice. He needs to either break my other arm for equilibrium, or I need to kill him. So
Either way it goes.
watch out, brother. I'm going back into the training room, and your king is gonna come out swole.
You heard it here. There could be a few anabolic steroids taken in this training room.
Allegedly, allegedly.
Allegedly. But we're not going to talk about that. We do not vaccine test our fighters. And we do not drug test our fighters. That is the ICF strict policy. And talking about vaccines, up next, unfortunately, Dale will be departing here.
Yes.
Our King Calvin will not be joining us for this next fight.
It's a shame, but you know what, man? I mean, I see a group of men with ill intent, and I think they're about to set upon me. So I gotta run away from the alley where I'm currently sitting in and stealing Wi-Fi from an Armenian couple.
And that's just about what the ICF pays us to do these productions. And because of that, we have sold our company and regime to the devil. And the devil will now be taking over the next fight in the comms booth with yours truly, Weedman Bowles. And we will see you for Thunder versus Jose Taco Jet Altamirano. And now we're getting into this fight between Jose Altamirano and Thunder. This was added a little bit later, but it's expected to be a banger. But joining us today in the comms booth, the ICF has sold itself to the devil. And
Yes, we're
the
going to see
devil,
violence here, and more violence.
understandably, the devil wants a piece of this high, intense combat action that's about to go on here between these two men. Both very excellent fighters. and have definitely earned their spot on the main card.
They've also earned a place in hell.
That they have. All paid ICF fighters will now go to hell after death. And it looks like Thunder's on his way there. Whew. And uppercuts are just being exchanged. Mr. The Devil, what do you think here about this fight so far?
I think someone got knocked down, and I think someone's going to get knocked down again.
This might have been too big of a step up for Thunder. Now, I'm wondering if the Devil did this matchmaking. I mean,
Well,
there has been a lot of talk about vaccines lately. And it's looking like Jose Altamirano is Thunder's vaccine, if you know what I'm saying.
don't get me wrong. I like anyone who is anti-vax.
Of course, as expected, from the Prince of Darkness himself. Ooh. And a close overhand there.
The anti-vax movement was one of my followers. No one suspects a thing.
Oh, and Thunder looking like he's about to get put out in the first. Thunder is gonna need a vaccine after all this blood that's being spilt here. All sorts of diseases could come out of this. Now, we did not test Jose for sexually transmitted infection. Oh my god!
I'm very happy that this fight took place in India with the Delta variant. That was a great choice.
And you know,
The more the merrier up here in hell.
the ICF has the leanest COVID testing procedures out of any other league.
What I like to hear.
Let's just say, we don't care if you're fighting with COVID or not. You're gonna be fighting.
Yes. Yes.
But this action is insane straight from the get-go. Both of these men do not care about their stamina. Oh my god, down again! How is Thunder taking these? Oof. He cannot stop the ground and pound from Jose here.
I remember the last time I've seen someone block the strikes as well as Thunder is with his head. Doing an amazing job right now.
And Thunder is looking like Robbie Lawler at this point. Look at that face. That lip looks split open.
Yes.
He might be turning into Rory McDonald in a little bit too if Jose can land a few more strikes to that noggin.
Who needs a noggin in ICF?
Well, with all the headhunting going on here, I would say no one. Thunder just backing him up with that straight, trying to keep the octagon control, but he's hurt. He's got to recover. And the Prince of Darkness, what would you say? What would you say is Jose's best quality here?
He's good at hitting. He's very good at punching. Amazing punching skills right here. A face punch, another face punch.
It looks like about 10 more.
Thunder doing a really good job of hitting the air right now. Completely psyching out his opponent. Looks like Jose is taking the same technique.
It really does look like he is. And just looking at it here, Thunder is going all in on those leg kicks. Whew. It is absolutely insane, the blood that is pouring off of these men.
More. More.
And going into the second round, who do you think is winning so far? It has to be Jose with the knockdowns, right?
We're winning. We're all winning. More violence, better.
As long as carnage is allowed in the ring, then we always will be.
I'm more of a Spider-Man guy myself, personally.
Sounds about right for the devil.
Yeah. Friendly neighborhood demon.
And the jab hook is doing the work in this fight. Jose is not keeping track of his legs, though. Oh!
Face punching.
Jose really needs to watch out here. And Thunder started this off strong, but he keeps throwing that relatively predictable front kick.
Well, it's up for Jose to avoid it, and he's not avoided it any time. He's landed on the block every single time.
It's just working over and over again.
No. Oh. Yes.
And we saw a situation like this in the first round, where Jose had Thunder on the fence.
Thunderstruck. Yes.
You could say that. Uh-oh. It's another jab hook combo coming in here.
Jose is doing a very good job of psyching him out by punching the air.
Not good for stamina, but good to make your opponent think you're going to miss.
Michelle does disagree.
And there's so many straights being thrown here, but no head movement.
Who needs head movement? Block it with your chin. Fucking pussies.
Both of these men are blocking with their chin. Oh my god.
Who needs a brain?
Well, I thought Jose would need it considering he's one of the most cerebral fighters on the roster. But he's just swanging and banging here. And he's going for the ground. This could prove to be where things turn around. Jose does have very, very good ground and pound. But he just got caught there looking for that top mount transition.
And now he's going to sniff his crotch. Amazing, amazing work right here.
We definitely are going to see some amazing work come out of this.
And he kicked the air. Great strategy.
Of course, sometimes you just need to let your opponent know what your reach is. Especially when you're standing over top of them.
The real battle is who can hurt the air ball right here. That's what I want to know.
And a front kick
And
up.
he's been thunderstruck once again.
Both of these men are just getting thunderstruck over and over and over again. And that first round, oh, this has to be it. And Jose is hanging on somehow.
No way, Jose.
And no way indeed. How is he going to get out of this? He needs something big to end Thunder's night. Thunder is taking too much momentum here in the second round.
Thunder is unleashing a storm right now.
Absolutely he is.
Only an earthquake will stop this onslaught.
I doubt even that. Oh my god!
Thunderstruck.
And Thunder does it here. Look at that face. It's all bloodied up. But the
There's nothing
cornrows
better
tell the
than a
story.
white man in dreads knocking out another man. Yes.
There truly is nothing better than that. And I'm glad that we were able to see that. I'm extremely surprised that
Shout
Thunder
out
took
to
this.
the other anti-vaxxers. This fight was dedicated to you. Thank you for all the work you're doing. Bring so many people to hell. Amazing work, and keep it on. Keep it going. Thank you.
And Thunder has shut down Jose's talk about forcing the vaccine into his arm. There will be no vaccines forced anywhere today. And that was a great fight. Absolutely amazing to watch Jose and Thunder square up. This fight was so good that it was added to the main card, even after it was deemed a non-commented bout.
I mean, we all wanted to see it. The vaccine passports man versus the no one should ever take a jab. You know, got to build your hype if you want to get fights. We can see
Absolutely.
that.
Pulling the McGregor card right out, building as much hype as possible. And now with Yuri gone, there's very few who will stir up as much drama and as much hype for a fight. But since that was such a great fight, we're now going to look at our next Chip TM versus I'm a Hooker. This is going to be a banger. Both of these men are extremely skilled, and I know Chip personally has such devastating leg kicks, like Thunder was using in the last fight. He was chewing up Jose's leg. Who knows what we're going to see here?
Well, I think you're forgetting the stipulation of this fight. The stipulation of this fight, I'm a Hooker wins. He gets to change his name to I'm a Pimp. So there's a lot of hype around this fight, and I cannot wait to see it.
A lot on the line. There's an undefeated record on this fight as well. And either that undefeated record goes, or Chip gets another tally in that second column.
Or I'm a Hooker becomes I'm a Pimp.
Absolutely. Anything could happen. Anything at all.
And now we have the Gypsy Killer himself, Ciprian Bogatao, versus Crispy Oreo, otherwise known as whatever he's called in the league. And big thanks to the Devil for commentating that last fight. He'll be back to commentate only unvaccinated fighters. Big vaccination announcement coming soon in ICF. And let's get into this fight.
And you can be assured that the whole crowd and both of these fighters here are vaccinated.
I sure hope so.
Look at, an axe kick straight out of the gate. Already starting with these huge kicks.
They're okay.
I mean, I'm a Hooker. Has a real penchant for the big stuff.
How did this guy even get a title shot?
He's 3-0. What do you mean?
Okay.
He's 3-0. He's been on an absolute tear. Defeated some ESFL competitors. And worked his way through tough where he may not have gotten the result he wanted. But he still got a result.
We should play the clip of him crying on stream after I John cheesed him.
We won't go that far, Dennis.
Okay.
But he's getting pieced up by a few punches early. Oh, and those side kicks always seem to work on Chip. Oh.
Block break meta.
Ooh.
Leg kick, leg kick. Just go for a high kick. Okay. Oh! And
Wow.
he's got the wonky leg.
That leg is looking hurt. Chip might need to stop throwing those leg kicks. Ooh.
He needs to pretend he's got a gypsy village on the other side and maybe he'll do some work.
They're both doing work here. Ooh, look at
Oh.
that spinning elbow.
I want to see a flying knee right about here.
We might. Chip has been working on his flying knees, especially as
He
of
learned
late.
it from me.
Look
I
at
taught him that.
the blood on Chip's hands.
Oh, and that's doing absolutely nothing.
He needs to watch those axe kicks. Maybe use a little more of that lateral movement that he's known for.
Wanna know?
He takes it to the ground.
Wanna know?
Ooh,
Oh
he gets
man!
denied.
Whoa! Whoa!
Back into full guard.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
And Chip is just posting all those hooks. What do you think needs to be done here, Dennis? I'm a hooker. He's now in a bad spot.
I think we need a finish.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's, I think this fight needs to be over. I think the ref should have called it 2 minutes ago.
I mean, there were some heavy blows landing. But I'm a hooker is still fighting back.
Oh!
But now, oh,
Oh!
Chip caught him good there. Look at all that blood on the canvas.
And he doesn't get it.
Unfortunately so, you can't go for big transitions when you're fighting a Romanian Giga Chad.
Those gypsies tried to transition into real life, and we saw what he did with them.
Let's just say Chip was playing Escape from Tarkov in real life.
IRL. Speaking of Escape from Tarkov, if you are an Edge of Darkness gamer and are looking for a group, you're not invited.
You know, on Chip's kill list it said Scav instead
It
of
did.
player. That should tell you what kind of person.
He said,
took
"One,
out.
no, no, one, no, no, no."
Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know.
But getting back here, look at these kicks. He's trying. Oh,
Ah!
that's a
Wanna know.
nasty kick to the body.
Another one. Can we get another one?
We might. And here's where I'd start throwing the head kicks. But Chip likes to play patient.
I'd start throwing flying knees.
And that's why you gas in half a round, Dennis.
That's why I knocked someone down in my last fight 5 times in a row with a flying knee back to back.
And which fight was that?
That was Debu Albo.
Oh,
Who's on the ESFL card?
Hmm.
Yeah, that one. Who beat Chip, actually. That one.
Yeah, that one. That's a pretty good card. And look here with these knees. Looks like something you would do, didn't it?
Not to the body.
I mean,
I don't believe in body KOs.
you don't believe in body KOs, just head kick. That
I just
explains why
believe-
you got wrestled by Thunder.
And that explains why he isn't on the next ESFL card.
Uh-oh. I mean, the ESFL did mention only working with vaccinated fighters.
They did.
So I don't believe that was the only reason.
Now, let's talk about Joe Biden. What a guy.
What a guy. Him and
I mean,
Kamala Harris.
he's
both.
done more for this country in the past 5 months than the Trumps have done in 2 lifetimes.
And I'm sure all of our fighters would agree with that.
Now, Chip's got that weird body paint going on. Kind of looks like an unidentified flying object, which are known not to exist. They don't exist. We've never seen one in reality before. It's just this weird conspiracy, QAnon, that kind of stuff. You know how it goes. Pizzagate and all that.
The Pentagon would never lie about extraterrestrial contact. That's not something that would happen.
It's just never happened. We've never seen one. We never will.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. Oh my god, what a question mark kick. And he's going for the knees.
Oh,
I'm a hooker needs to be careful what he's doing here.
Has he thrown one punch?
I don't know, it's mainly been side kicks, hasn't it?
Which have done absolutely nothing. You know, I always knew the Port Lucie boys were a little bit of a homo thug, if you know what I mean.
I believe
If
I
you're
do.
from Port St. Lucie, kill yourself. Like, grenade in your pocket and pull the pin.
Oh, and he goes down to the ground. But Chip's not taking it there.
Never will.
And his
broke.
legs hurt.
Got the wonky leg. Oh.
He's fighting
Oh,
through it, though.
Ah. Okay, good.
There's no way Chip's going to be taken by surprise with a low single.
That's
Oh!
Oh! Flying knee, flying knee, flying knee,
Oh.
flying knee. Flying knee. Flying knee right now, right now, right now. Flying knee right now.
He's
No,
content
right
with
now.
pulling an Oshin.
Horseman.
A
We
horseman
missed-
McGran.
We missed Horseman.
Oh!
Oh! Flying knee right now.
Oh.
Yes.
He tried it. Oh my god, and he goes down.
And just non-stop pressure. Oh,
I'm
no.
a hooker needs to watch it. He needs to get out of here. Oh. He's just taking
Oh.
so many hits.
Oh. Nope. Ah! Jimmy Slick! Oh.
Oh.
Now when is he gonna learn that does absolutely nothing?
He needs to use it to get range back.
Some people are just dense.
Using it to push him to the cage isn't a bad idea, but Hooker
No,
doesn't
it's a
have a
bad
head
idea.
health advantage.
It's a terrible idea. I'd be just spamming spins and flying knees at the moment if I was a crispy Oreo.
Well, we won't say that that's Chip's secret. Oh,
Sat him down with a jab.
Chip looks invincible here. The only
poor
thing
St.
that's
Louis
touching him are
boys
side
don't
kicks.
have
Oh my
chin.
god!
And he still doesn't go for it. Maybe a gentleman's agreement was agreed upon?
There's no gentleman's agreement. We're just seeing the champ versus a challenger.
Not much of a challenge.
Well, Hooker's head has taken a bit too much damage, and look at his stamina. He's gassing a little bit here. He needs to wait until the second round at least. Oh no. What a crazy pre-deny.
What?
Ooh.
Wanna know?
But Hooker's not using enough head movement here.
He's not using anything.
He's got some lateral movement. Ooh.
Head kick.
Whew.
Front kick right now.
You know, Chip actually likes to set up his strikes as well, Dennis. Do you think he can just throw a naked head kick? That's too much risk.
Yeah. It's always worked for me. How is he not throwing anything in gas?
Just ask I'm a hooker. I think it's all the wrestling.
Oh my god, look at his...
Oh no.
Oh god, are you kidding me?
He's going to get triangled. This might be one of Chip's
Now,
first
he can
submission.
tap to end the round.
He could.
He might tap the end of round. And he taps, okay, good. So, round ended.
Yeah, round ended.
He tapped.
Wow, look at these stats. Round
I'm
two.
not gonna look.
What are you not going to lie about, Dennis?
I said I'm not gonna look.
Oh, you're not going to look.
No, I don't care about the stats. You know, as Jay-Z said in that one song, numbers don't lie, check the scoreboard. International, bring back the Concord. Tom.
Ooh. Those knees, they seem to work well on Chip. Ooh. For once the sidekick did something, but Hooker's not following up.
And he's still gonna capitalize on it. This dude's like a real share the iPhone type.
He was able to get in the knee. And another, oh! Oh my gosh. Oh, he knocked him dead.
Share your iPhone.
How is Hooker still
Get up.
going?
Oh my god.
Hooker is so out of it, he can't even decide what he needs to do. He's just going for singles.
This corner should throw in the towel.
This is one of those moments where he's just outclassed here. But he goes
Oh
for the
my
takedown.
goodness, come on.
He's just
If you're gonna
trying
lose,
to survive.
go out on like, if you're gonna lose, go out like on your shield.
Well, Chip has had so many opportunities to end it here. I think he wanted
Have
a
we
sub
seen
tonight.
a worse top full guard?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh,
Oh my god, just
and he's throwing head kicks with no stamina. Oh. Oh!
that's a wrap.
And Chip secures it
Ciprian
again.
Bogatao. Another body. Another defense. When there's a will, there's a way. And when there's a Romanian, there's a finish.
And Chip here getting that beautiful flying knee. The winner by knockout. FOI zone. Chip TM. What a great fight, Dennis. Don't you agree?
I agree wholeheartedly. I watched the whole fight and I paid attention to every moment of it.
Absolutely, especially the grappling.
Oh, my favorite.
It has to be your favorite. How can it not be? It's
Those
extremely
panic
exciting.
wrestling, diving single legs were just, oof, chef's kiss.
But Chip somehow was able to get out from under the pressure of Hook. And get him
Somehow,
with
it
a
didn't take much.
flying knee. Well, I'm sure Hooker's brains were battered after the first 18 knees. So you can't blame him for not being able to defend a transition.
He went from crispy Oreo to, you remember those cake Oreos from like 2nd grade?
You mean mushy Oreos?
No, the puffy ones, the cake Oreos. He went to one of those now. He's not crispy Oreo
Oh.
anymore. He's cake Oreo.
I would tend to agree. It's not crispy Oreo anymore. He's not a
No.
Hooker anymore.
Now it's crispy chip.
Unfortunately, it's very crispy Chip. That flying knee KO was extremely crisp. But Dennis,
Crispist. What's up?
looking forward to the main event of this evening. Oni
Mm-hmm.
Split J
Sony J in the flesh.
versus Daniel. Daniel Madeiros. And one thing additionally, the ESFL
Who?
is going to have a card for us on the 19th.
Who?
On that Sunday, these men will rematch as well, a guaranteed rematch, just because they've
It's
been
in the clause. It's in the article. It's in the contract clause.
absolutely. These men have been at the top of their divisions for so long that the contract immediately calls for an instant rematch. And we're going to see very soon who takes the first fight and who takes the second. Dennis, who do you have going into this main event
Oni-
of the evening?
Bro, Oni J in the flesh.
And that's not something that happens usually. Dennis usually doesn't ever pick against his camp.
No, because, but, you know, Oni's the boy. He's the best artist in ICF. He's, you know, he's Baby Vic and he slides with the stick every time. So he's gonna win by Oni Plata first round.
Oni Plata, first round. We know he's a jiu-jitsu fighter. We know his game plan. We know Daniel has a bit of trouble with those joint subs. But we're going to see if that comes through tonight in the main event. Hopefully this doesn't turn out like Vitor versus Holyfield and ends in just a round. But you never know.
Never.
We would love to see these competitors go all 5 rounds.
And now, getting into Oni Split J versus Daniel Madeiros. And welcome to our main event. And it might be our only event of the evening because you guys don't know how to turn in a fight. So don't blame the staff when there's not a card every week. Blame your fellow combatants. We had 3 or 4 people that couldn't even turn in a video. I mean, this is only 15 minutes max. And you guys still couldn't get that done. But
And
we got
because of
Oni
that-
versus Daniel Madeiros.
Exactly. Dennis. And because of that, Yuri Thunderdome, who was first supposed to be in this fight, has now dropped out.
It's Oni J in the
Flash.
flesh.
We are about to experience a real Oni fight, but we have something interesting for you. No
We
glove
haven't
touch.
seen an Oni. No glove touch. Baby
Oh.
Vic.
And Oni's songs are ringing out through the arena tonight.
Uh-huh. Oh, they're going crazy.
Uh-oh. The
The
boxing
demon
early.
has split. Oni is
Ooh.
loose.
Oh. Daniel Madeiros. Just trying to push him away.
And if you're wondering why Kelvin Lamb isn't here, he actually went to go kidnap Joseph Kony. And
Oh.
Dylan Audrey is in Tajikistan.
Oni's on the
And
ground
Bobby
now.
is serving a life sentence for a charge I cannot disclose. And Oni's getting right into it.
Just like on this song. He's splitting his attention between the ground and pound and the position
Touches the world
control.
like he's a saint, and he's touching Madeiros' face right now.
Madeiros needs to get up. There's no way that he can stay on the
Peter
ground with the
Kite.
Jiu-Jitsu Vanguard.
He won't leave a trace.
Uh-oh.
There's already blood on the canvas.
Oni was looking at that leg lock. It looked pretty spicy.
And he loves his Oni Plata.
Uh-oh. He's looking at the arm triangle, trying to decide where he wants to go. He needs to fake one, Daniel Moore.
Daniel has looking to show a lacking in the skill department on the bottom. Oh, Nintiful top mount.
I'm sure there's some lag here, but Daniel is faring well. He's not taking really any damage here. Just the baby punches.
But the control time is winning the round. Ooh, a mounted armbar.
The Oni special, the full mount triangle armbar.
Wait a minute.
It's getting close.
Wait a minute.
This might just catch up. Daniel
Wait a
looks like he
minute.
could get out, but who knows?
No way.
Oh, Daniel's
No
panicking.
way. Oh no. Oh no. I think it's in. It's in.
Uh-oh.
It's in.
Daniel can't get out.
No way.
Oh my. Daniel is just getting choked out on the
Oh
bottom.
my god. And he taps.
And he
And
taps.
new.
And new.
Oni
champion.
J in the flesh.
Oni J in the flesh. He didn't even get through split before he had the title.
Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me.
And just to reveal, after the fact, we saw the spar record. And I'm sure Oni knew that he had a tactical advantage here on the ground.
I don't think Daniel landed one strike.
I think he landed a teep, and that's about it.
This might be our most dominant fight, or at least title fight in ICF history.
It definitely might be. And wow.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that triangle armbar.
Alright, well... Oh my god.
And Oni,
And this is Oni J's celebration music now.
his celebration
0
indeed.
Dark 30.
He gets his hand raised and the belt wrapped around his waist. What else could
Oh
you
my
ask?
god. It's our new champ.
And
You know
to
what else I could
celebrate-
ask for?
What's that?
I could ask for you guys to get your fights done for once.
For
Because
once.
this is just gonna keep happening unless you guys actually like put in a little bit of effort. I mean, it's the slightest bit of effort. It's not a lot. Just 10 minutes, 15 minutes at most. I mean, if you guys are getting finishes, then they shouldn't be more than 10 minutes.
And both of our main and co-main event were aired here tonight. It just seems everything under that started to fall apart. I mean, even the featured prelim was broadcasted. Even those guys want to get up here.
Even those guys got it. Yet some of you guys who claim to be the best couldn't. I don't know if they're just scared. It's not like you guys have a life regardless. So I don't know what's going on.
You're right. It's
I am
insane.
right. What have I ever been wrong?
And with that said, this Oni track hits hard, but the man hits harder inside the cage. And if you
And
think
like
you can
Baby
take him
Vic, Oni J slided with the stick.
he did. He slid in with the stick.
Slid out. Slid in with those legs to get that triangle. Then slid that arm up for an armbar. Kind of like Megan Anderson got armbarred against Nunes.
Uh-oh.
You guys remember that fight?
Yeah, but I think Anderson absorbed a lot more damage from Nunes than Daniel did from Oni. It was just a nice little choke. I don't think Oni wanted to hurt Daniel
And
that
he
bad.
tapped, which is, pretty. I don't know. Never tap. I don't believe in tapping, but whatever.
It's
That's
tap
your
or snap,
fight.
Dennis.
That's
Sometimes
your
you're not
fight,
the same
folks.
man.
ICF in the flesh, stronger than ever.
Absolutely. And we have to thank everyone who's been a part of these cards.
All two
Except
people.
for those people who did not get their fights done.
All two people. We gotta congratulate them. Thank you guys. You're both getting 50,000 bonuses. Actually, you're getting all the bonuses because you guys were the only people.
Sub of the night, finish of the night, performance of the night.
Song of the night, performance, musical performance of the night.
Absolutely.
Just
And
about
we
everything.
have an entertainer, a dual entertainer who is champion, yet also rapper. And we will see how Oni J's career pans out here in the ICF.
And that we will. And with that, we bid you a good night and farewell as you guys listen to Baby Vic by Oni J on our outro.
And we will see you next week. All right, so I muted the audio.